Fuck James Patterson. It's almost been 1 year since I came out and said that I hate James Patterson, and through that video on YouTube, and it has gotten so many views, and I've gotten so many comments and links talking about how he does write his novels, and all the backlash from that video. Now I'm going to start it all over again and give you even more reasons why I still hate James Patterson. This year alone, James Patterson has 30 books scheduled to come out in this year alone. 30 books this year. Tell me, how can you write 30 books in 1 year? In 1 year, you can't write 30 books. And it's impossible. You can't do it. Not even how hard you push yourself. Not even write 7 days a week. You can't get 30 books in 1 year. Say if you did write 30 books a year, that probably means you mastered one genre and you're able to write so many books in that one particular genre because you know the genre so well. For James Patterson, that's not the case. He writes in several different genres. He writes in almost 5 or 6 different ones because he doesn't write his books. Wake up, people. He does not write these books. I'll leave you guys links in the description to a bunch of interviews where he literally comes out and says that he does not write his books. And you guys can go take a look at that and find out for yourself. A little bit of background information on James Patterson that I gave in the last video, but I will re-give it in this video. He was an ex-marketer. He retired from marketing. Not only did he work in marketing, he worked for one of the largest corporations in the entire world for marketing. And he was not just any marketer, he was an executive. He worked for J. Walter Thompson, a marketing brand which is known for working with Pepsi, Coca-Cola, Rolex, Nike, just common household brands. So when he retired from marketing and went into the book industry, he had all of this knowledge. He had all of this knowledge of the marketing world to his advantage when he came into the book industry. For example, when he first started to market some of his earlier books, he made a commercial for them. A commercial. No other author was out there like, let's make a commercial for our books to help sell it. No, he did that, and look what happened. It sold. He changed the way that books are marketed to audiences. Why? Because he's a marketer. He's a marketing genius, but he isn't an author in any right. He doesn't write. He can market his ass off, and he's really good at it, and he's a genius at coming up with all these different strategies and ideas for actually marketing a book. But that doesn't mean he knows how to actually write one. He knows exactly how to market a book and build a brand behind it. And that's exactly what he does. He has built a brand just around the name James Patterson. Because when we say the name James Patterson, we now have this connotation that it's probably going to be some quick action book. It's going to be very fast paced. It's going to have lots of action. It's going to have a very single focused main character. Because these are all the aspects of a James Patterson novel. The characteristics of a James Patterson novel is 1, always one main character. 2, always no subplots whatsoever. 3, always a linear pattern. And 4, chapters that are no more than 2 to 3 pages. But why does he do this? Why does he have all these characteristics in all of his novels after the 2000s? Why did he go for this style? Because it sells. It creates this action page turner for say, because if you're reading a chapter and you're just like, oh, it's just 2 to 3 pages, I guess I'll read a couple more. And he found this sweet spot for how long a chapter should be to keep people reading it. He doesn't see books as a literary medium to express artistic values, but he sees books as a way to market sales numbers and generate sales figures. And he writes with all of these characteristics because he knows he will be able to create a story that is very short and sweet and to the point, and that's even easier to translate that type of story to the big screens and get these type of movie deals and TV deals. It's so much simpler to get stories that don't have a subplot and that only focus on one character and are told from a linear perspective, like majority of movies are nowadays. It follows the same movie structure, so he can make these decisions to get them into the movies and TV shows. And to everyone who commented on that last video and said that I was fake and that everything I was saying was not true, I'll give you a quote from one of his interviews. I'll sometimes get on a TV show to be asked a question, and they'll be reading off a teleprompter from something they didn't write. In my case, I've always been a good storyteller. I'm very good at plot and characterization, but there's always better stylists. There are always better stylists. I'm very good at plot and characterization, but there are always better stylists. Always better stylist. I guess that pretty much sums up everything I had to say. I'll leave some links in the description to some of these interviews, including that interview, so you guys can go back and read that for yourselves and come up to your own conclusions. Thank you guys for watching. Keep your heads up high and expectations. Great. Hey you, yeah you have been nominated to watch even more of my videos clicking one of these little hovering alien buttons right over here in this direction, or you can go big and hit the jackpot by hitting that little subscribe button right over there ish, somewhere over here, I don't know, like somewhere over here, there, click it.